Bir suala başlayacağım. İndi Azərbaycanda, mənim məmləkətimdə olsaydınız nə edərdiniz? Oranın dili və ya mədəniyyəti haqqında heç nə bilmədən. How did you feel when you had no idea about what I was talking about? Imagine feeling like this all day, every day. Yes, I'm experiencing this. Okay, now the translation. I say, I'm gonna start with a question. What would you do if you were in Azerbaijan, in my hometown, right now, without knowing the language or anything about culture there? Well, this is my situation. My mother is from Azerbaijan, and my father is from Turkey, and I consider myself Azerbaijani, but now, however, I'm living in Colombia. So we moved here because of my father's job. I was aware from the first moment that this will be a new and exciting experience for me, but I also know that it is a shock that will change a lot of things and make a big difference in my life. So I felt like I'm in a state of culture shock, and some days I still feel like this. Let's talk about culture shock. It refers to a feeling of uncertainty, confusion, or anxiety that people may experience when moving to a new country or surroundings. It's typically divided into four stages. The first stage is commonly referred as the honeymoon phase. That's because people are thrilled to be in their new environment. They often see it as an adventure. I remember an incident related to this phase that I experienced in the first weeks of my arrival in Colombia. While I was shopping in a small market, I saw a man dancing when his favorite song was played. He cheerfully told me something about music, which I didn't understand, but at that moment, this little incident seemed very different and entertaining to me due to the cultural difference. At this stage, the negative aspects are ignored and the focus is only on the exciting points. Just like I didn't understand the song or what that man is saying at that moment, but I found that entertaining. Second, the frustration stage. People can feel overwhelmed by a new culture at this stage, particularly if there is a language barrier. Local habits can also become increasingly challenging. In general, you feel depressed, homesick, lost, and out of place. It is the worst part of the process. In this process, there are many factors that affect the time it takes for you to overcome this stage, such as the closeness of the new culture with yours, the language spoken, and the people in your life. Like I say, I'm Azerbaijani, but then when I was 10, we moved to Turkey. In Turkey, that stage took just 5 months for me because our cultures are really similar, the language are too close, and I also had really supportive Turkish friends, which helped me to overcome this process pretty quickly. But in Colombia, I've been living here almost a year, and I just started to getting over stage 2. It's still difficult. For me, the most difficult parts are the language and culture because they are totally different from the ones that I knew in Azerbaijan or Turkey. Then, the third stage, adaptation. In this stage, the feelings of frustration begin to subside as people adjust to their new environment. So you still haven't gotten used to the environment and you're a stranger, but at least you can deal with your surroundings and you have started to accept your new situation. I'm currently getting to this stage. It is still complicated. Sometimes I think that I will never be able to adapt, but I know that I just have to keep trying. This stage was the one I spent the longest time in Turkey. Actually, I'm a social person, and since I overcame the language problem in a really short time in Turkey, with the support of those around me, my social life was quite good. And during this process, my friends taught me a lot about their culture and lifestyle. And I'm grateful to have friends in Colombia who try to do this and make me feel like they're always there for me. I still miss my friends in Turkey and my communication with them continues, but I need both sides to overcome this process. Fourth and last stage, adaptation. During this stage, people are better able to experience and enjoy their new home. Typically, beliefs and attitudes toward their new surroundings improve, leading to self-confidence and a return of their sense of humor. The obstacles and misunderstandings from the frustration stage have usually been resolved, allowing people to become more relaxed and happier. In this stage, most people experience growth, may change their old behaviors, and adopt manners from their new culture. During the stage, the culture, the beliefs and attitudes may not be completely understood, but you realize that complete understanding is not necessary to function and thrive in the new surroundings. Well, I will talk about Turkey since I'm not being able to complete this stage in Colombia yet. Even though our cultures were really close and I lived there for 5 years, there were still things that I couldn't accept. But with this phase, I realized that even if I didn't accept everything, I could still have a good life there. To be happy somewhere, you don't necessarily have to feel at home. In fact, we should just start enjoying the situation we are in. Thank you very much.